Another LEGO Marvel leak is here with set 76323, the Avengers Endgame Final Battle. And right off the bat, this set to me is interesting, to say the least. It reminds me a lot of what we've seen recently with LEGO Marvel, and honestly a little bit too repetitive. It's that standard gray base plate, or in this case, multiple mini base plates, and just a ton of minifigs. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but like I've said, it's just really repetitive. We have sets very similar to that with the Spider-Man Final Battle, the Avengers Assemble Age of Ultron, and even the Captain America Civil War Action Battle. All those sets came out in recent history, and they're all pretty much the same thing of packing a ton of minifigs together on a gray base plate with a miniature or a mini side builds, and you charge $100 for it and you call it a day. It's not a bad thing, but when you do it so much one after another and multiple on shelves at the same time, it just looks a bit lazy to me. The set has 621 pieces and 10 minifigs with Iron Man, Captain America, Black Panther, Wanda Maximoff, Ant-Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Falcon, Chitauri, and the big fig, literally Thanos. Taking a closer look with some of these minifigs, I do have some comments I want to make. Starting off with Iron Man, it's really good, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a new torso and leg print for Iron Man. Captain America is where things take a little bit of a turn, as this is the same torso that we saw from him with Age of Ultron, and with the shield, I would have loved if LEGO was able to mold a completely different one and actually have the detail of the shield being broken instead of having it colored out and it looks like you take a gray marker and scribble out the part that is broken off. I feel for $100, it seems a little bit lazy to me, and LEGO probably could have molded a shield that would have had the accurate looking broken portion. Maybe I'm being a little bit too nitpicky. This isn't a, I'll say, UCS set or something along those lines, but still, $100 is not cheap, and I feel that they could have done just a little bit more, especially since the set is mainly just a gray base plate. For Spider-Man, Peter Parker's face is fine, but I feel we've seen this in the past before, and I would just like something a little bit different. But I think that's just a personal preference. The rest of the figs look good, but as far as Ant-Man goes, I'm not sure why Ant-Man is a mech. It really doesn't make too much sense, and I'm kind of getting a Transformers vibe from this one here. Like they didn't do something with the Civil War Action Battle and have a build more like that. I don't know. Instead, they give him a mech look, and it just doesn't look as good as it could have. You have the nice mini build of the Avengers logo, and then you have these small little fires around as well with the nice flame pieces, which is a very nice look. Just adding a little bit more detail, and we can see how LEGO tried to shape up the ground and show that it's all damaged with some brown pieces and just different elevation changes. And we have the portals from Doctor Strange, and we can see Wanda, Doctor Strange, Peter Parker, and Falcon all flying out of there, and they use those curved clear pieces like we see in a lot of Star Wars sets, and a lot of mock builders use these pieces as well. Obviously, I don't have this set in hand, but I'm not sure how a lot of people are going to feel about this. Forget about the Marvel theme, we've also had a similar set like this with the Duel on Peridia from the Star Wars line, and it just feels to me like LEGO was trying to pump out this very similar style of set. But I guess the other big question is, where's the Infinity Gauntlet? In a set like this, how do you forget about the Infinity Gauntlet? Especially with the set that, I don't know, it is the Infinity Saga, so that is another thing that I think deducts some points for me with this set. But hey, you do get a Thanos big fig, so I guess that counts for something. Normally, I wouldn't let minifigs determine if a set is good or not, but with a set like this, the minifigs are the main selling point of the set. Unlike, and I know I keep on referring to these sets, something like the Avengers Assemble Age of Ultron set, you have a watchtower, you have a car, you have some trees, you have other side builds. This set is mainly just minifigs on a gray base plate. So I'm going to have to be very critical about, obviously, the minifigs. I wouldn't necessarily say I love this set right off the bat from the images we have, but at the same time, I wouldn't say I hate it. Without even having this in hand, I don't think that this is a day one purchase for me. I think I would hold off and wait for this to drop in price on a sale, or maybe if you really want it, you use your insider points and pick this up that way. I can't see myself going to the LEGO store and dropping $100 for basically 10 minifigs and some cool looking portals. But you know what? It's just one set. There's going to be plenty of more Marvel sets this year, and you're not going to love everything from every theme. That's just how it is. And I'm sure many of you will like this set, and I'm sure many of you will not like this set. So I want to hear all of your thoughts in the comments below. Is this a set you're going to be picking up, or are you going to be passing on it, or are you going to be waiting for a discount on this set? Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more LEGO content, and I'll see you in the next one.